I believe that the loneliness epidemic that has swept through Gen Z and millennials is mostly self-inflicted and can almost be entirely solved if we just remember one thing: that making friends is that easy. First, let's define the loneliness epidemic. The loneliness epidemic refers to a widespread increase in feelings of loneliness and social isolation, and has even been declared a public health crisis by the US Surgeon General. This technically can apply to any and every age group, but I'll be focusing on roughly the 18 to 35 age bracket, as I feel like I can speak to that demographic with the most confidence. I want to say this early. I'm not blaming anyone for being lonely, and I do not want this video to come off as patronizing to those that are. Loneliness sucks, and the side effects can bleed into every aspect of your life, and I know that. This video essay is geared more towards the solution that we can all try to put into effect today. I've alluded to this in some of my previous essays, and this will be far from a hot take, but an obvious key contributor is social media and the false realities it can portray. I won't speak too much to social media today, but I do want to say one thing. Having followers and getting likes are not indicators of someone being more or less lonely. Some of the most popular and socially active people I know are hardly on social media at all. Some of the most lonely are. Just something to keep in mind. Comparison is the thief of joy, and in this case, can make you feel more lonely than you need to feel. So let's set a foundation. In its simplest terms, why are people lonely? Because they feel they lack the interpersonal connection of close friends, right? Well, why don't people just fix that then? We know the problem. Well, because for some reason, there's this stigma around making friends, and the general belief is that it's very hard to do that nowadays. I think that's just outright incorrect and allows people to get in their own way before they even try. Why even try, someone may think. There's no way I'm going to find friends at X, Y, or Z. Shut up. This mindset is actively aiding the problem and assures failure. Making friends is considerably easier than you realize. Here's how I approach it. Quick side note. I want to acknowledge that social anxiety is very, very real and can make this process a lot harder. But I still believe this message holds true to those who have to deal with that. It just might require a little more patience. First things first, and this is the most important thing to remember. People do not care as much as you think about any embarrassing moments you may have. This reality is so freeing. That one bad joke you made 3 years ago that keeps you up at night, nobody remembers. That dance move that you tried that didn't go according to plan, nobody talks about. That one time you tried to approach or talk to someone at a bar and they shut you down, it's not that deep. A moment does not define who you are or how you are. The point here is not to say that what you do doesn't matter. The point is that people don't remember the nitty-gritty. People don't remember what you say or what you do. They remember how you made them feel. So toss being embarrassed out the window and just be yourself. People want to be around people that feel comfortable being themselves. Now, once that's established, how do you actually make friends, make connections? You just talk to people. Talking to people isn't that hard. You don't know how to do it? No worries, I gotcha. All you gotta do is start with a greeting and a compliment. You'd be shocked at how many conversations start naturally with nothing more than a, "Hey, I like your hat." "Oh, cool, thanks, yeah. I got it on vacation." "Oh, nice, where'd you go?" And away you go. The point here is not to care deeply about the subject matter, but to build a rapport with someone. Share a story. Make an observation about the place you both are at and see if they agree or if they have something to add. Eventually, they may start asking questions and away you'll go. If it goes well, awesome. Maybe you make a friend. If not, who cares? You shared a conversation with another human, and that's not a bad thing at all. I promise you, it really is that easy. People love to talk, and everyone craves human connection. Find a place you like to go. Maybe a bar you enjoy, a coffee shop down the road, a gym, literally anything. And just try it. Let me know if I'm totally full of it. On the flip side of the embarrassment point I made earlier, if you are on the other side and are seeing someone do something that is actually embarrassing, treat them with some grace. Maybe they were going out on a limb or trying something new. They're getting their reps in. It's one thing to laugh in the moment or share a lighthearted exchange. I'm human. I understand that that's going to happen. But if anything, you should have a little respect for people that go out there like that put themselves out there like that. Because you'd want that same respect given to you. Lastly, you got to have the right attitude and you got to be persistent. You got to go into these interactions with a patient and positive attitude. You're more likely to make friends if you're in a good mood than if you aren't. And nobody likes to feel pressured or rushed. Also, you can't put pressure on every interaction to be perfect. Some will go well and some will not. This stuff doesn't fix itself overnight, and you will not go through this process without a bump or bruise to the ego. But you will come out on the other side more confident, less lonely, and happier. People are far more similar than they are different. It's not that hard to find a little common ground. And if it is, then no worries. On to the next person. It's not that deep. The last thing I want to drive home is I can tell you how to do it. I can tell you what's worked for me. But at the end of the day, you got to trust that people are going to like you. And they are. Everyone's got things that are interesting and cool about them. And if you don't, or if you feel like you don't, then start doing this and you'll find out that you do. Whether you've got a great personality or a great sense of humor or cool stories to share, or if you're a great listener, there's something about you that is going to be attractive to other people in terms of making friends. And I want everyone to remember that. So go out there and make some friends. Our parents and grandparents weren't so crazy to say, just get out there and meet people. I think our generation is crazy for overcomplicating it. Loneliness is something you can change. You do not have to live with it forever. So get out and go do it. If you made it this far, what's your best tip for making friends or talking to people? I love hearing what y'all have to say. Remember to laugh for any and no reason at all. And thank you so much for watching.